Okay, happy Tuesday. So, third attempt at this video. Again, this is not edited. This is just me videoing at home because I want to go over everything. I promise I'll get more professional. Hey, I at least did my makeup, and I think that's a start for a mom of three and one on the way. So, for those of you that do not know, I'm currently 22 weeks pregnant, and I am going to be doing a vlog of a little bit more insight on my life, my adventures, my endeavors, my journey of where I am and where I've gotten myself to now. Um, I'm going to go over a few things just so that you guys understand. I won't be posting videos all the time. I just do not have time. I've got three under the age of 5. Well, we'll say under the age of 7 because my oldest will be turning 6. So, yeah, and then one on the way. So, if that gives you any retrospective of what my normal day life goes on in my house, it's nuts. And it's quiet right now because they're doing their stuff. So, yeah, needless to say, I will only be posting probably every 2 weeks. Hopefully, if people respond really well and they want more topics, then I will try to post accordingly as they come in. But otherwise, yeah, it's going to be every 2 weeks until after the baby's born, and then I can get more back on path of maybe like once a week or like every Tuesday or something like that, and I'll coordinate it with everybody what they feel comfortable with based on the views that I get and the feedback. So, and one other detail that I will give you is events that I talk about that have happened in my life might not have been something that were recent or happened, this week or a year ago. It might be something that happened um, within the past 10 years. So I graduated high school 10 years ago. So we'll take it back to that point basically in my life. I was raised in a household of two parents until after I graduated high school, and then kind of bounced back and forth between both parents' house for a while until I got pregnant with my daughter, and that adventure started. So, yeah, needless to say, that's where I'm at. I want to go over everything with everybody that, like I said, the reason I'm going back 10 years is saying, okay, this is where it's gotten me. I will be 29 this year, so I'm creeping up on the 30, and a lot has happened in the past 10 years that has shaped me to be who I am today, and I cannot be more thankful for it. The good, the bad, the ugly, all of it in between. And that's the biggest thing. My biggest thing, like I was saying, and my why is because even if it doesn't reach somebody physically here in this generation, or somebody that I directly know, I'm hoping that it will show someone or give someone the hope that there is a way, to live a normal life, to feel normal, because there are days that none of us do. And some days we feel like nobody's going through the same thing we are, and I just want to be able to reach out to those people and say, you know what, I've been there. Even for a girl that grew up, in South Florida and got very fortunate as a kid to, grow up the way that she did, to be where I am now, you have to realize that it can happen to anyone, and that's okay. It's just the steps that you take to lead yourself in the right direction. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, and I will be posting a video. It'll probably be a pretty recent, like, long video, just as to my backstory a little bit more in detail, so you guys can kind of understand. And then I will, one of the major topics that I want to talk about that most people, it's one of those ones that is like politics. You don't talk about it at the dinner table kind of situation, but it's something that I want to talk about because it's part of my story. It's part of my life. And I feel like I'm in a place now that I can talk about it and not feel overwhelmed, feel anxious, because I am that girl. I have anxiety. I still do to this day. Even though I put on a good hell of a front and, you know, have made it through as much as I have, I still have days where they're rougher than others. And, you know, the natural insecurity that, not society, but we have formed to become is what people, you know, think, and this whole craze of, oh, the mental health. I mean, the mental health thing is real. It was something that, as a kid, for me, it wasn't that it was frowned upon, but it was more or less just brushed under the rug. Oh, they're going through a phase. Oh, they're doing this. Oh, they're doing that. Like, seeing it now, through myself as an adult, or even through my own kids, through what, you know, I've been through with them, it makes you realize a lot of things. So yeah, I'm going to go over that a little bit more in detail, and I will post both of those videos within the next, like, 48 hours. Bear with me, because, again, I have a life, and I like to be able to, you know, do things a little bit privately. I don't want to put everything out there. But I will share my journey as best as I can with you, and hopefully, again, it'll help somebody. If it doesn't help somebody immediately, maybe it'll help my own kids down the line, and it's something that they can look at and look back at and say, wow, mom did this, or, you know, you did that and you overcame it. I think I can do the same thing. And yeah, so you guys are about to get a little bit more access to what has gone on in my life. For those that, you know little bits and details, or have been along the path with me as I go through this journey, you know, you guys know some of it. And there has only been one person in my entire life that knows all of it. And I'm beyond thankful for him, because I felt comfortable enough to share everything. The dark, gross corner of my life, and the things that I had dealt with and gone through, that I didn't feel comfortable enough to share with anybody. Not even family. I mean, I think people can kind of guess what it was at one point or another, but never physically sat down and told somebody, hey, this is exactly what happened. This is why I feel the way I do on my bad days, or, you know, it reminds myself that I can be strong on my good days. So, yeah, I mean, we'll go into more detail of that, and it will make all the sense. The puzzle pieces will come together. So, stay tuned and have a happy Tuesday. Bye, guys.